renting. Jennie lived down the road on Breckenridge Street with her mother and her brothers. Now, 5 days before the battle, Georgia had a baby, so Jennie's mom had come up here to help take care of her. Well, then with the battle breaking out downtown, Jennie's mom thought Jennie and the boys were no longer safe and had called for them to come up here to this house. Well, then the Union had lost, so the Union had made their way up the hill. They would have been camped out right around the house here. During the day, Jennie would go out and give the Union soldiers bread and water. That's why you'll see Jennie holding those two items in the statue out front. Now, with the Union being outside, the Confederates were shooting up here at the house. That's why you saw the bullet holes outside. Now, bullets were coming through the window, so that's why you will see we have bullet holes here in the mantle. Now, the picture that hangs here above the mantle, that is of Jennie Wade. It was taken when she was 18. She died at the age of 20 on July 3rd at about 8:30 in the morning. Now, Jennie Wade is considered the only civilian that was shot and killed during the 3 days of battle here in Gettysburg. Now, before we head over into the kitchen, I do want to point out that all the furniture in the house is just time period furniture. We only have two pieces that was actually in the house during the battle. When you get to the parlor on the other side of the house, there's a clock that sits up on that mantle that was here. And then we have the dough tray here in the kitchen that Jennie was using that morning. Now, is there any questions before we head over into the kitchen?
You?
No? All right, well, let's head into the kitchen. Now, like I was telling you in the other room, the piece of furniture that sits here, this is the original dough tray that Jennie was using that morning. Now, usually they would have pulled the dough tray to the middle of the floor and worked. That morning, Jennie had pulled it back here and worked behind the door, figuring if she did that, she'd be safe from the bullets that were entering the house. Now, they say the fatal shot that killed Jennie came from the Farnsworth house to the tannery that sat right beside. The bullet entered the door back there. Then it went through the door here in the middle, then struck Jennie in her left shoulder blade, pierced her heart, and killed her instantly. Now, I am going to turn the tour over to the mannequin. He will tell you of what he witnessed that morning of July 3rd. After he is done talking to you, you will head up the stairs. You will exit the kitchen door on the other side of the house, and then you will go down into the basement. Once you're in the basement, there's a red button at the end of a painting. You'll press it, and it'll finish up the story for you. Now, is there any questions before I head out and let you go? No? All right. Well, then I will press him when I get to the door.